Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and Black with the Strat Time Report, and let's take a look. We are still stuck in the broader averages here, and I've been talking about this so far all month. This monthly is a real problem in the SPY. We got to get out of here because you can see we're just getting thrown around every day. So yesterday they tried to gap them up a little, bring them in. Today they gap them down, bring them back up, right back into the middle of all this stuff. And so you got a 30-minute try like this, just stuck in here until we can make a discernible move, which we are not getting. So that's what's going on there. So you can see here, gap it up, 2-2 reversal. Gap it down, 2-2 reversal, and then right back in the middle. Now we got a new 60. So until that changes, we can expect this chop back and forth. And that's why, for the most part, we're just taking profits when we have them, especially if you're trading futures and future type ETFs. Here's the Qs. A little worse, kind of took that out, but just this monthly's nowhere near taking that out. When that happens, you can have this back and forth for a while, right? Until you can break out one way and keep going. So far you couldn't do that. Qs did take out these lows here and hit that bottom of the broadening formation, then pop right back up, slight higher high, and now stuck back in here where everybody's trying to figure out what's going on again. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, stuck. How do we get out of this stuff? All right, once again, these monthlies, as the month continues to grind on. If we go to the small cappers, still stuck a little bit better on that, but still in these monthlies a real problem. So we avoid that kind of stuff. We got a new 60 coming, but if there's anything I've been telling you, and I told you once, I told you twice, I probably told you a million times. Energy, XLE. XLE more highs, Momo Hammer week. Two up, and then two up, still good. All right, and so here, if we go back to the macro, which I just made last Friday again, you might recall in May, the only thing on the macro video is XLE. I'm like, how many times do I have to tell you? Like a billion, right? The 2-1-2 reversal year, and that kicked in right away. Over 59.41, trading 91 change right now, right? And so all we had to do was just keep staying on that macro vid list, and it's given us Exxon here for the year. 212 over 66.38, now trading 102.78. Oxy, Exxon up another 4% today. All right, Oxy 212 here. All right on down the line. 35.75 trading 70. There's another doubler. What else we got in here? Oh, Valero here. Above that, 84.95 trading 143.38. And not only did I do that in May, where I said this is all you have to look at, then I went to Las Vegas to explain the simultaneous break. How when you have all these breaks, what's APA doing? APA, there you go. When you have all these breaks in the same industry group sector like this, that you can go to the triple leverage products, specifically Nergu here, and that triggered the year at 2/20/22, trading 752.28, and just 2 weeks ago when I spoke, it was at 520. This thing's run $230 just in the last 16 days. So, I can't stress enough why that macro vid is so important to us, right? Because it tells us exactly where we want to be, and it's been good all year. And then you can go down to the refiners, MPC, also hitting some more new highs. LPI's a little less liquid, but that's okay because they're running all of them. We'll see if we can get that to go 2 down, 2 back up on the 60. So, that's the story, pretty much. And especially like when you have a flattish market, you can see it's a little bit easier to see them rotating into stuff like this, and they're still going, right? And that's all we ask. Keep going. And that Oxy had a nice comeback today too. Oxy actually, they tried to hit it, and on the opening, then the 2-2 here, 2 down, 2 up in the 15. Then they tried to re-hit it. Said, hold on a second. Let's take her up. 2-2 reversal off the 15. Let's go to a 30. Here, that was an outside 30, a little trickier, but you did have that 2-2 15er here to get that launch pad going. So energy, still good. If we go to ARCH. Arch. Look at this. This has been a real chop in here. All right. Look at that. But now you are a 2 down, 2 up on the week. Now just kind of drying up into here. We'll see if that gives us any more signals going in the afternoon. AMR. Had a nice morning, now backing off. We'll see if that sets up again. Just a little exhaustion risk by going into recent highs, so we'll see what comes of that. We did have a gap at GitLab. And so GitLab pokes up, now sitting there inside on the 60, so we'll see if that goes inside. Oop, not quite inside. That would be a 2 down, 2 up if we could take it out. But like I said, for a lot of these monthlies, it's really what we want, the discernible monthly break here. So GitLab has some more work to do if it's going to get that 54.78, because this was an inside month. That would rev Strat to the upside if you can get there. Plenty of month left. That's the good part. If you go to Domino's Pizza, and Domino's Pizza, 2 down, 2 up on the month, and you can see the difference here when you have that, just kind of walking up here. A little better, coming back to a previous range. We always like that, so you can stop some more guys out. But so far on the monthly, 2-2 reversal on Domino's Pizza still working. If we go to the CrowdStrike, and the CrowdStrike inside on the 60 pokes down a little bit. We'll see if that rev Strat's for us. Monthly still an issue, but you are taking out last week's highs and coming back through this broadening formation, which would be a real nice move if we can keep going. So just want to keep making sure when they make higher highs, they stay up there. If we go to Ali, the retail, Domino's Pizza having a nice little day. And there's an inside week to the upside. All right, still got some distance for the month. That month would be here, 52.57, which having a nice little morning there. If we go to Redbox, heating up again, shenaniganer. We know this little thing can fly around a bit. Going after that inside week here, 787, so it poked up there, and we'll see if that sets up again. On the downside, not too much here. We got some of the Mosaic, some of these fertilizers coming down. Mosaic coming down, Rev Strat week. 1, 2, 2. Still all 3 weeks inside of that, but getting closer to taking a month down. Had a rough morning. We'll see how that goes. The 2 up, 2 down there on Tuesday for Mosaic. NTR having some issues here too, and that's taking out last month's lows. Right, and that always gets our attention, right? Sure does. All right, market trying to firm up here a bit, but like I said, I'm not too excited about the market itself. If we got to go down the food chain a little bit here, PRCT. And PRCT, outside week now, coming back through that month. A little choppy in here on that 60, but had a rough 60 down here, so we'll see if it comes back through any of that kind of stuff. PMVT, I don't know what happened to these guys this afternoon. Oops. PVMT. I'm so down in the food chain I can't even find them. How about Vert? And VIRT, taking out last month's lows, taking out last week's lows after 3 weeks of sideways. Having a rough Monday and then follow through on a Tuesday. So those are the things we look for, the reversal on a Tuesday or the follow through. And this gets the follow through off the inside 60 to the downside. We'll see if that sets up again. If we go to Charter, and Charter inside in the 60, just taking out that and an inside week to the downside, 2-1-2 reversal. Right, still on the month here, but it is red, and we'll see. Just kind of sat there now. If we go to American Tower, American Tower having a rough 2-2 on a Tuesday, 2 up, 2 down. All right, and coming back through this range, we'll see if there's anything more to it. Inside 60 down, and that's a tower. That tells me to look at us back here, and us back not really joining the party on that one, or CCI. So CCI down a little bit, but yeah, American Tower taking the brunt of that beating. But can't stress enough the simultaneous break and the yearly breaks for the energy still going. PXD will throw you in there, why not? And we just keep going down the line. Nice outside day for PXD. That's going to change that week, or there it is. Still an inside week, but all sorts of good stuff in the energy. So if you didn't know about it, you weren't listening to me. All right, so we're going to keep it nice, short, and sweet here. Stick with the strength. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Mr. Black. Strat Time Report.